What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good day. Hey, I told you I'd be right here waiting for you on Sunday. Usually at this time, we'd be together, hanging out, playing games, getting ready to hear a message, or we would have already had service here in middle school. And I can't really give you that right now, obviously. Like, I'd love to, but I can't. I just can't. But the very least that I can do is bring you a fire message, right? I could do that, right? Or I could try. I mean, it might be kind of whack. So I want to start off by asking a question. Have you ever been stuck? Like, have you ever just been in a situation that you were like, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. There's no way out of this. I'm done for. I'm done in. Me too. In fact, I've been in a couple different situations where I was stuck. There's this one I'll never forget. I can't even believe I'm sharing this with you. My old house when I was a kid had this thing called a laundry chute. Think of a water slide with no water and there are clothes that go in it. On laundry day, my mom would have us take our hamper of clothes and dump them down this laundry chute. I had been slacking and I had so many clothes that it kind of like piled up past my hamper. And so I tried to take all these clothes and shove them into the laundry chute, hoping that they would all go down. Now, obviously they didn't, they got stuck. They were lodged in the chute, so I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? Big brain play. Here's what I decided to do. I got both of my feet in the laundry chute and I started pushing against the opposite wall, trying to get the clothes unlodged. Well, guess what? They unlodged and I started falling down the laundry chute. I grabbed onto the edge of the laundry chute and I just started screaming, "Help, I'm stuck in the laundry chute!" Like, just hollering. My dad comes racing up the stairs and he grabs me. He's like, "What the heck are you doing? Like, why are you in the laundry chute?" Like, what? Just, it's a whole thing, okay? Shoot, I'm just crying and screaming, "Get me out." Like, there's snot everywhere. I'm moving around and I'm shaking, I'm trying to get out. So my dad grabs my arms and he looks at me and he says, "Son, be still. I'm gonna pull you out of this thing, but you gotta be still." So I relaxed and I just stayed focused on my dad, and he took my arms again, whoop, right out of there. Pulled me right out of that sucker, and I was good. And I remember being grateful that it didn't end the way that it probably could have, like me stuck eternally in this laundry chute. That's probably a horrible selling point for a house, right? The house is beautiful, there's a kid stuck in a laundry chute, but other than that, like, the house is great. As I was thinking about this story in preparation to share it, there was something that I realized that I believe applies to our situation right now. You see, all the squirming and moving and trying to shake myself free of the situation that I was in wasn't helping. In fact, it was making it worse. I was just slipping down a little bit more as I would shake, as I would move, trying to get myself out of it. The key thing, the crucial thing that got me out of that moment, that got me out of the jam, was being still. I want you to understand that the secret to being stuck is to be still. Everything around seems like it's saying panic. Here's what I need you to do in this moment. Be still. The reality is that even though we had no idea that any of this was gonna happen, even though we had no idea that our lives were gonna change, maybe be rocked forever, even though we didn't know, our God in heaven knew. Our God was not shocked by this. He was not surprised. He knew that this event was going to happen. And so what we need to do is to be still and understand that God is still on the throne, that God is still in control, and that God isn't worried. He's not frightened. He's not scared. He's in control. Oh, you don't believe me? Psalms 46:10 literally says, "Be still and know that I am God." I know some of you guys are like, "Man, quarantine is not fun. I've not had a good time. It's been really boring. I haven't been able to see my friends. I haven't been able to go to school." Maybe some of you guys are worried about your sports seasons. You're like, "Am I gonna be able to compete again?" Some of you are worried about prom, maybe graduation. You seniors are like, "My senior year is getting ruined. Like, this is terrible." I want you to practice this in this moment, just to be still. When you worry, when you don't know what the answer is, when you're confused, when you're afraid, I want you to recite this verse. Psalm 46:10, "Be still and know that I am God." We will get through this. We will get through this. We got each other. We're Stateline students, baby. Remember? Don't you forget it. And we will be until you're not students anymore. Then you're not a Stateline student. See you later. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise!